Good morning, my fellow ARK players. This is Ty Creek Rock back for another exciting day here on the ARK Survival Evolved, the Lost Island map. This is day number 244 of our little adventure here. And just by the looks of what I'm looking at here now, you probably guessed it, what I'm going to be doing today. We're going to be doing the results of that 10,000 egg cracking thing today. We've collected over 10,000 bunny dodo eggs, and we're going to crack, or we've already cracked 10,000 of them. We're going to show the results while we're cracking the rest of the eggs that we've got. We went ahead and picked up some extra since there was some out here. We're going to go ahead and crack all of them that we found. And then while we're doing it, we're going to kind of be telling what the results are of all the eggs that we've cracked so far. We've got a few more in this one chest right here. I think we've got a couple hundred more. It's like 300 more in here. We're going to try to blaze through these as quick as we can. And then we're going to try to go through the odds of what it is to get rare chibis for 10,000 eggs. 10,000 eggs is a whole lot of eggs. As you can see here, I had a stack of 100 in my inventory here, and I am through about 45 of them right now. That's as fast as I can go. We got another ghost mantis right there. Right there was a stack of 100 eggs, but I had two chests full of eggs. These two chests, they hold 45 stacks of 100, so they held 4,500 each. So I had two chests full, and I had 10 stacks in that chest, so I had 10,000 eggs, and I have already cracked those. But I think we're going to crack all of these today and see what else we can get. I laid out a bunch before daylight to see if it would be any easier to crack them like this, but I actually don't think it is. Blasting with a shotgun might go a little bit quicker. Cracking them the normal way really wears out your thumb. But we did crack 10,000 eggs, and we wrote down the results of everything we found in 10,000 eggs. Out of 10,000 eggs, we actually got 2,062 chibis out of 10,000 eggs. And out of those 2,062 chibis we got, 1,841 of them were actually the common ones, the green ones. Green is the common, so most of them were common. I think that is almost 90% of them were common ones. And your odds of getting a chibi is about 20% for every egg you crack. So if you crack 5 eggs, you're more than likely going to get one chibi. It's pretty random though. Sometimes you might go 15 or 20 eggs without getting one, and then you might get 3 in a row or something. But if you average it out, you will get about 1 in 5 eggs will give you a chibi. So you expect about 20 chibis per 100 eggs. This is really not a very quick way of doing this. Just thought it might look cool on the video, but since we've about got it done, I don't know if that's such a great idea or not. I'm going to crack the rest of the eggs that I've got over here. And then we're going to go back to base and show what the best stuff we got out of those 10,000 bunny dodo eggs was. Like I said, we got 2,062 chibis out of 10,000 eggs. We've still got a few bunny dodos here, so we've been collecting what little they lay here. Most of them despawned. I guess there can only be a certain amount of them in a spot. That's why they despawned and some of them didn't. I think we've still got 4 in here. Put the shotgun away, it's not helpful right now. Let's crack out the rest of these eggs and then we'll go over the stats a little bit better on what we got out of those. What we got out of those 10,000 eggs. We did not manage to get all the event chibis for the Easter event. We were hoping if we cracked 10,000 eggs we'd at least get the chibis for the event. But we was only able to get 3 of them. We got the Queen Bee, we got the Perlovia, and we got the Dilophosaur. But there's also supposed to be a Microraptor and a Spring Shinehorn, which is a Shinehorn with some bunny ears, I think. We never did get either one of those. Unless they come out of these last few eggs here. There are actually 5 tiers of eggs. There's the green egg, the blue egg, the purple egg, the yellow egg, and the pink egg. The green ones are common eggs, the blue ones are uncommon, the purple ones are rares, the yellow ones are very rares, and the pink, or they look kind of red to me, but the pink ones are legendary ones, so they're supposed to be the hardest to find. I did find some of those. And I assume either the Spring Shinehorn or the Microraptor one must be a legendary and a very rare, because I didn't get either one of those. It means you can imagine 10,000 eggs is a lot of eggs. In fact, a stack of eggs weighs 400 pounds. 10,000 eggs would be 40,000 pounds of eggs. You cannot possibly carry them. I can barely carry one stack. That is basically all of them. I think there's 2 more eggs in here. We'll clean up what's left inside the pen, and then we're going to call it a day on the egg hatching. This is going to be the last of the egg cracking I do. We are way past the Easter event now. I think actually it goes away tomorrow, so these eggs will probably not even work after tomorrow. I think the bunny Dodo stays around, but I think they quit laying eggs after the event's over. So this is going to be the last of the eggs. Got a Chibi Allosaurus. Okay, out of these ones we just now cracked, we've got a few uncommons. These blue ones are uncommons. There's probably about 10 of the uncommons in here. We got one purple one here, which is a wyvern, Chibi Wyvern. That is actually a rare. There the purple one is, but we only got 1 of those out of this bunch here. And we got quite a few of the blue ones. Got a Ghost Mantis, a couple of Brontosaurs, or actually that is a Ghost Rex. A couple of Dodos. We got a Deinonychus, a Astrodelphus, which is one of those giant whale creatures that are on the Genesis maps. But we're going to head back to base and show what we actually managed to get out of those 10,000 eggs. We actually cracked about 12,000 total, but we only kept track of about 10,000 of them and kept numbers on those. I guess I'll go ahead and be going over that while we're flying back to base real quick here. Like I said, we cracked 10,000 eggs, and out of 10,000 eggs, we got 2,062 chibis. Out of 2,062 chibis, we got 1,841 common ones, which was almost 90% of it. It's 89.3% of them were common. Then we got 193 rares. Oh, 193 uncommons. Okay, 193 uncommons out of the 2,062. Only 193 were uncommon, which are the blue ones. And another Pelagorn Acetable. We get a lot of those. So that was about 9.4% of the chibis turned out to be uncommon. Then we only got 22 rares out of 10,000 eggs. We got 22 rares, which is only about 1%. I think I figured it was 1.1% of all the chibis are rares. And then we only got 3 very rares. And I figured out that 3 very rares out of 2,062 chibis is only like 0.14%, so it's like 0.1% on the very rares. Well, that was an ascended item out of a purple drop. Only the second time I've ever got an ascended item out of a purple drop, or out of above ground drop. But the very rares were only like 0.1%. Actually, it was 0.14% of a percentage point. Out of the 2,062 chibis, we got 3 very rares, and then we actually got 3 of the legendary ones also, so it's basically the same odds, 0.14%, which is a very small amount of them came out to be the legendary ones. Got 3 legendaries and 3 very rares, and I'm basically taking you back to base to show you those really rare ones. So if you crack 10,000 eggs, I've actually cracked over 12,000, I'm pretty sure anyway, and you can probably only expect to get about 2 or 3 of the legendaries and very rares, because they are very hard to come by. And I am kind of assuming that the ones that I didn't get for this event, the Spring Shinehorn and the Micro Raptors, must be very rares and legendary ones, because I didn't get either one of those. Okay, here's my landing spot for my wyvern. Actually, those T-Rexes in the front of that line down there are all full of common chibis, because I didn't have nowhere else to put them. Got so many of them. There's over 2,000 common chibis down there, so I just stuck them all in those T-Rexes that are just down there to lay eggs. So that's basically my storage cabinets. But I've been keeping my uncommons and rares up here. This chest is full of the blue uncommon ones. Nothing really great in the uncommon ones, except there is the ghost creatures, the ghost T-Rexes and the ghost mantises, and I think I've even got a ghost what do you call those things that bury up in the ground, basilisks. We got some ghost basilisks, I think. But here's the really rare ones in this chest right here. We've got 32 that are rare, very rare, and legendary. We've got some chibi bunnies. I guess that's the Easter bunny ones. I got a couple of those. I've got a chibi ferox, which is a very rare. The yellow ones are very rare. I've also got a ghost direwolf, which is a very rare, and I got a phoenix, which is also a very rare, a chibi phoenix. And then the legendary ones, I've got a chibi magmasaurus, a skeletal chibi wyvern, and a zombie wyvern. I guess we'll look at the legendaries and the very rares real quick here. We'll show these off on this video before we end it off. But that is the result of doing 10,000 eggs. If anybody was curious how hard it is to get good stuff with these things, it is very hard. Okay, I guess we'll start out with a zombie wyvern. Okay, here's what the zombie wyvern looks like if the game will load it in. Right there it is. It's pretty zombified. Let's try the skeletal wyvern, see what it looks like. Okay, it's pretty much not even here. There it is, it finally loaded in. This is the skeletal wyvern. And we had one more that was a legendary. It's a magmasaur, I think. Okay, this is the Chibi magmasaur. I think it has not loaded in yet. There it is. But this is what the Chibi magmasaur looks like. It is a legendary one, so it is pretty hard to get. Pretty cool looking chibi though. And we got 3 very rare, so let's look at those real quick. We got a Fearox. I may not be able to look at the Fearox as it may require Genesis to look at it. No, I can actually see it. Here it is. It's sunk down in the foundations though. Come over here. Let's see if we can see these a little bit better over here where the wooden flooring is. Maybe they won't sink down in this wooden floor over here because this is basically ground here. Okay, you are really colored the same as the ground, aren't you? You're purple. This is the little teeny tiny Fearox and it still has not loaded in. Come on, load in so we can see you. There it is. It finally loaded in. Pretty cool looking little chibi. That is the Fearox. That is another very rare. And what other very rares we got? We got a Ghost Direwolf is a very rare. Here's the Ghost Direwolf. Pretty cool looking one. Can't see it, it's so bright. But there's the Ghost Direwolf. There's one more. We got a very rare Phoenix. Let's check it out really quick. I have had this Phoenix one before on the Vulgaro map. I got it. But I couldn't open it up because I didn't have the map that it came from. It came from the Scorched Earth map. There's a Chibi Phoenix. Pretty cool looking little Chibi there. I kind of like that. Let's grab this egg. I think we're probably going to end the video off here because that's basically all I was going to do today is show the results of a 10,000 egg cracking that we've been doing since the Easter event started. It's actually taken us probably 7 or 8 hours to crack that many eggs, but this is probably the coolest one we got here, I think. This Chibi Phoenix. But anyway, if you liked this video, found it a little bit helpful, figured out that you don't really want to crack that many eggs to get a few Chibis, you're probably a lot smarter than I was. But anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. This is Ty Creek Rock and the little Chibi Phoenix signing out.